think it's kind of our civic duty to at least see if we can help out with the forging. Or, okay, I might need to toughen up or braven up a bit first. Maybe it was accessed over here? No. Can't think of where else it would be. Maybe it's here? Forge? Nah, we can shovel dirt. Okay, let's sneak out. Maybe we can find some stuff out there on our own. Yeah. I'm sneaking. Okay, let's explore. The colony outskirts. Maybe we can find something edible. Something growable. Something tameable. Something that we like. This seems like a cool place to be. Hello. You leave the path and sneak through a strand of mush trees to one of the little sawmills dotting the area. It's a small but busy operation. 3 people feeding mush tree logs into some kind of machine, while a 4th one directs a 4-legged robot with a plasma saw mounted on the front. We can stay and watch what they're doing. Harvest some mushroot? Yeah. You stay out of sight and watch how they do it. When one tree crashes down, it almost seems like the others are wincing. It's probably just your imagination, though. They aren't planting new ones, or leaving any behind. You know, the mush trees regrow every year, but can they still regrow when you cut down everything like this? Even the smaller trees and bushes are getting ground up for mulch with a scary big grinder that sounds like a roaring beast. The entire process makes you uneasy, but also proud of how industrious your colony is. Alright. Oh, hello, creature. What are you? Oh, it's one of those, like, hop-eyes. Hop-eyes are usually docile little creatures. They don't even come up to knee height. They eat grass and hop away when you come near. But something has riled this group up. You see them fighting each other, getting in close, then rolling onto their backs and kicking with their big foot, punting each other up to 2 meters away. It's neat behavior, so you sit and watch until you suddenly realize you're surrounded. They've stopped fighting with each other and are all staring at you. They pounce. Alright, toughness challenge. Here we go. I'm tough. See, I've got a 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that seems alright. Oh my goodness. 3, 3, 3, 3. Next round. Moving on. 6, 5. And if we do this, this becomes a 4, and then we get a straight 2, right? Or does straight have to be the other way around? 3, 4, hold on. Oh, there we go. 3, 4, 5, 6. Awesome, super goal. Yeah, maybe coming out here while starving wasn't the best idea. The cute little critters kick you, but you kick back. You send them scurrying back off to pick on smaller creatures than you. It's still pretty stressed. Okay, well that was a fun little detour. What else is around here? What might we discover amidst this mushroom forest? Oh, hi, creature. I remember you. You walk into a clearing and immediately stop in your tracks. There's a unisaur here. You've seen them before, but they still fill you with a sense of awe. Let's be as quiet as possible. Six, 5, 3. It's probably the best we can do this round. Okay, I got a lot of 3s. We could do like a 3, another 3. I guess we could put this one out here just to get rid of it. Okay. So we can do boring, wondering, and then just a set of 3s here. Win. As you settle in to watch it from behind a strand of mush trees, the Unisaur looks up towards you, startled by your movement. You try to hold perfectly still and quiet your breathing. After a tense moment, it goes back to its business. First, it sniffs out a good tree and rubs the scent glands in its neck against it thoroughly. Then it pees, like a crystal waterfall on a rock. Everything it does seems magical. You quietly take a picture with your holopalm, but you know you can't share it, or you'd get caught for sneaking out. Next, it sharpens its horn against the rock, which is scored with marks from having done this before. This must be his favorite sharpening rock. You notice the bulge in his stomach. He must have had a huge meal recently. I wish I had a huge meal recently. Eventually, it curls up for a nap. You quietly sneak away. This is wonderful. Vertumna is a magical place. Alrighty. Feeling good. Hello. You let your mind wander as you're walking and bumble straight into a field of gelatinous blob grass. Totally transparent. The sticky fronds are hard to see, but even harder to ignore, especially once they start glomming onto your boots and slowing you down. It's like trudging through thick mud. You stubbornly decide to keep going, paying close attention to the visible signs of this blobgrass field. And there aren't many, just an absence of other vegetation. Let's look for a path through. 0, 1, 2. What? Oh, it's just a set of 2? Yeah, that's actually fine. 5, and then the 3s. Yeah, you might as well, actually. That card becomes 2? That's weird. Well, how am I going to... I guess I can at least get a 1, 2, 3 going? It's something. This sucks. 6, 6, 5, 6. Get a 2 there. Win. There it is. You can hop along from that rock to that fallen log, then climb over those old pieces of surveying equipment. You get through the villainous blobgrass. You spend a bunch of time on it, though, and it takes some tricky balancing. It's tiring. Yeah, I'm starting to think that maybe this actually isn't great, because I don't think we're actually getting much out of this. So I think maybe we should actually just return home. Perhaps. Yeah, we'll see. We're already kind of committed. You come across a cluster of mush trees. They're not fully grown yet, but they're still pretty big. It might be good to harvest them before they get all gross and mushy during the rainy season. If you're older, you could probably cut them down and get some kudos for them. I'll give them a friendly pat. You like the mush trees. You give one a pat and are surprised when it moves under your hand. It's not the tree, though, but a camouflaged creature lying against the trunk. It's small and looks a little like an octopus or a starfish. Lots of long legs wrapped around the tree, like it's giving it a hug. Hello, hello. Why are you an exclamation mark? You hear a sad hiccuping sound and follow it to find a sick Hopeye. It's hunched down low, its foot completely nestled under its body and shivering uncontrollably. Its enormous eyes roll around in confusion and fear as you approach. Try to take it home with you? Oh, that is so cute! I want to have it! Let's take it home. Ooh, that's a tough one. Alright. So, obviously this is good. Card becomes red. Doesn't really help us right now. I guess if we did this, we get like a pair plus. Okay. Not terrible. Although, we could do this. That gives us 15, whereas this gives us 14. Okay, I guess we'll go this way then. Yep, not this way. This way. 16, 3, 4, 5. Although, if we're going to... This gives a bonus to pairs, and we don't even have pairs. This would be less. We'll go for the extra points immediately. Okay. What now? Well, obviously we could go for like a well, no, we can't really. I guess we might as well do doing paperwork now. We could get a pair like that. Oh, what? Oh, I see. So this gives us the pair. I guess it doesn't really matter. Either way. 24 in one round. That's a tough sell. Okay, so we can do sabotage. We can do debatable. We could get like some, and there's that. And there's this. We can push through. Is there any way we could do this better? If there is, I don't see it. I mean, yeah. Luckily, we have the ability to push through right now, so. I guess in theory, we could like change a suit. That would boost us up slightly, but we're gonna have to push through anyway, and this is the last thing we're doing here anyway, so we'll push through. The Hawkeye hisses and tries to bite you. Doesn't want to be touched. You throw your jacket over it, then carefully pick it up and put it in your pack. You crack the zipper a bit to give it some fresh air. Your dad helps you make a little nest for it in an empty part of the geoponics barns. Every day you bring it food and water and gradually nurse it back to health. Kyle takes an active interest in the recuperation. Utopia says that Hawkeyes don't really have a gender, he says as you're washing out the pen together. Or maybe she said they're both. Yeah, and they're really social. What are you going to name them? He asks. Hopsolo. Optimus Prime, Sir Hopslot, Mrs. Hoppington. I kind of like Optimus Prime. A noble companion who's more than meets the eye. Perfect. Cal offers the Hawkeye a piece of bobber fruit. Cute. Optimus Prime plucks the fruit from Cal's hand and hops into your lap to snuggle down and nibble on it. Cal snaps a photo with his holopalm and shares it, capturing it, "Friends for life." Aww. So we have a Hawkeye. Gain 1 less stress, plus 1 bonus to pairs. I kind of want to... Alright, I'm back. Y'all. I'm back. We're done. Welcome to Mid-Pollen. Late pollen, actually. My Hawkeye! It's so adorable! Hello, my little creature. Aww. It makes the cutest noise, too. Hey, Tank, guess what? Are you following me? It follows me around! Tank, I have a Hawkeye. Tang looks up from her work, holding her stomach as it rumbles. What? Oh, yeah, your mortal form. Well, guess what? I've got a Hawkeye. It also has a mortal form. Hey, Jis, how are you doing? I've got a Hawkeye. Jis is rifling through his backpack, and as you approach, he pulls out a handful of dried roots and fungus chips. There's actually a lot to eat out there, he says, looking out into the wilderness. You just have to pay attention and listen. Yeah, a lot to eat out there. Like this worm! Dare ya? Come on! Oh yeah? Discounters? Well, I double dare you to eat a worm. You can't just turn down a double dare. You're no meek little Hawkeye. Hey! Hey, don't you be... My Hawkeye is amazing, okay? And I will not have the game itself be slandering it! Slimy, unsatisfying. Very, very gross. Just eats his like a noodle, slurping it up and wrinkling his nose as it wriggles in his mouth. Yuck, he says, swallowing it whole, then shows you his empty mouth. He should have known better than to dare a person who fears nothing. Well then, Jis. I feel like we have a certain mutual understanding and respect for each other now. Perhaps. Hello, Anemone, how are you doing? Anemone scratches her cheek and then scowls. Ah, yes, the scales. What are the scales about, anyway? Like, I assume that's one of your, like, weird genetic mutations or whatever, but, like... It's weird. Oh, what have we here? Oh, a blue bobber fruit. Guys, you're just leaving food lying around? I thought we had a problem. Hey, Cal. You catch Cal at the gate to the gardens. He's carrying a big bucket of rocks. Hey, Solana, he exclaims. He pauses to pat your pet on the head. And hello to you too, Optimus Prime. Oh, I'm supposed to tell you that there's a new park near Geoponics now, Cal says. We can run around all we want and nobody will say we're trampling the fields. You should come play there sometime. And bring Optimus Prime, they'll love it. I get it. I get it now. Over time, we're unlocking different relaxation things that are, each of which are tailored towards, like, improving our relationship with a certain person. Gotcha. Hey, Mars, I've got Hopeye. Mars clutches her stomach and acts faint. I'm starving, she whines. Don't they see I'm literally wasting away here? You would offer her a protein bar, but she'd probably just complain that she's been reduced to taking charity, so you just keep it to yourself. Oh, well. Moving on. I already talked to Tang. Did I? No, I talked to everyone. Okay. In theory, can we, like, be brave? Hey. Chief. I'm brave. Well, I'll be, Utopia drawls, grappling you playfully. Yay, line, kid. You got grit. She scans the roster on her album. Yep, looks like you're approved to start with the junior survey teams, and you look like you won't wilt at the first string of slapgrass. We'll keep you close to begin with around here, and in Proziac Plains. Come see when you're ready for assignments. Okay. Oh, I'm outside. Well, this is new. Hey, Jis! You're outside too! Jis is curiously studying a small, bleached white animal skull. Look at this, he says, and holds it out to you. There's mushrooms growing in this one. I didn't know that fungus could grow on bone. It's kind of like everything on this planet was designed to work together. He throws the skull back into the wilderness. Well, except us. Well, you know what? We are valuable in and of ourselves, right? Okay, whatever here. Expeditions. We can explore nearby. We can survey the plains. We can forage in the valley. 2 perception, 2 biology. Okay, well, we won't do that right now. I would like to go relax. And we'll just hang out. Relax indoors. Relax in the lounge. It'll be fun. You sit at the window and watch people hard at work in geoponics. You feel a little guilty putting your feet up when everyone else is working so hard, but who could blame you? The famine has you so stressed out. Maybe you could help out next week? Or you could join a foraging team and try to bring back some food? But next month, can't summon the energy to do that right now. I kind of like both of these, so we're keeping them. Early dust. Okay, y'all. How are you doing? Hey, Tang. What's up? Tang watches a stink roach skitter behind some nearby boxes, a look of intense disgust on her face. I hate it here, she spits, shuddering. Giant bugs, constant peril, climates. We're better off on the ship, she grimaces. Many humans carry the erroneous belief that we are great explorers, but I cannot see how that is true. It would be better if we could photosynthesize or breathe gases other than oxygen or endure a greater range of temperatures. No, you see, all humans have ever had going for us is that, until now, there have been more than enough of us to die idiotic deaths without making a dent in our overall reproductive fitness. And I don't think you're quite giving us enough credit. Like, part of why we are good explorers is our brains give us the capability to adapt beyond what our physical limitations otherwise would be, right? We can survive in a range of climates because we invented things like clothing and air conditioning and the like. And sunscreen. Anyway. Yeah, acne, tell me about it. Okay, I feel obligated to go and... Hold on, why is Dis sulking in the corner? You sulking, Dis? What's going on? Still interested in the mushroom? Fair enough. It does seem rather intriguing. Okay, we're gonna go forage in the valley. Captain, ready to report. Utopia greets you warmly as you muster for your first expedition with the foraging team. Solana, I'm glad you could make it. We need everyone we can get out here right now, boosting our food supplies. I'm ready to sniff out those tasties. Good luck cutting out there, she says, handing you an oversized backpack, more like a basket than a pack. Use your hull pump to identify edible and medicinal plants and just throw them in here. I'll sort them back at base camp. Oh, and keep on the lookout for creatures. It's pretty peaceful out there in the valley, but even a little bug will get you if you're not careful. Go slow, pay attention to your surroundings. If you're unsure about something, don't approach it. Stay on the path and don't get lost. We don't call it the Valley of Vertigo for nothing. Any questions? What's a fine lady like you doing tonight? Where does that come from? I suppose it's probably played off as a joke, but will just be with me this time. What sort of things should I collect? Is it... I don't care about danger. What sort of things should I collect? Utopia shows you how to use your holopump to determine if something is edible. There's a whole category on your holopedia, including photographs and scientific names. It's mainly plants, though there are some minerals and other things that don't look edible at first glance. There's a lot out there we haven't found yet, she says. Document anything you find that looks like it could be useful, but don't put anything in your mouth until you check with me first, even if it looks edible. It might be a look-alike. Even the plants are sneaky. You're about to leave when Utopia snaps her fingers. Hold up, Solana. We're also investigating some species we might domesticate. Those we'll want to tag and capture. Ideally, we're looking for herbivorous creatures that would already live in herds and either produce something edible or reproduce quick enough we can slaughter them for meat. If you see anything that fits the bill, tag them and bring them back. Alright, you ready? You ready? Optimus Prime, let's go! We're gonna save the colony. Look at this thing. It looks like an axolotl. Your path is blocked by a massive 8-legged xenofauna. Something between a spider and a squid and a bear. It's in a rage, grunting furiously and bashing itself against trees and rocks at random. You duck and hide as it glares in your direction, its breath heaving and dozens of eyes gleaming with madness. You remember a creature in your bestiary that sort of sounds like this monster? They're called Verki, but we're much, much smaller. You don't exactly have time to look it up now. Well, we do have empathy. We can sing to it. Goal 79. Okay, things are getting a bit more difficult. Okay, what do we want to do here? I get 6, 8. Unfortunately, we can't really make any. I prefer to have the pair. We could turn this into a 5. We could turn this into a 7. Doesn't really matter either way. I guess we'll just go with this and start strong. Okay, what do we want? Well, no, that doesn't work. And if we're going to do this, it might as well be here. We could turn this into a 3. Or we could do... this could be a 4, 3. 2, 3, 4. We get a straight going. It's probably about as good as we can do. 38. Oh my gosh. I guess we might as well do like this. It becomes a 3. Then we can do this. And this is going to be +1 for each unplayed card. So we get loads of 3s. Ugh. can't even put, or if we could push through, I'd like to be better if at all possible. But any of these things that modify, all of a sudden now we don't have the 3s anymore is the issue. And one thing we could do the bobber fruit. This would turn this into a... Because we don't care about the number of this, it gives us 1 more and then also makes this flesh a bit better. Okay. And now we only need to spend 55 stress. This is a strange approach, but you've seen it work in vids. Sometimes music can soothe the savage beast. You sing a lullaby, and the great beast looks at you with curiosity. Eventually, its eyes drift closed, and it settles down, tucking its many legs underneath it. It must have been very tired to begin with, like a toddler who skipped their nap. Leave it or kill it! Let's leave it, I guess. You leave the creature and move on. I'm not out here just murdering all of the animals at random. What's going on here? You hear a rustle in the bushes and catch a glimpse of a shadowy figure. Could it be a person? Whatever it is, you quickly lose sight of it in the jungle. Yeah, let's follow it. The wilderness is thick here, as is the fog that comes in waves. You'll need to rely on your tracking skills to get further. Could track it. Let's try. Okay. 78. Oh my goodness. Oh boy, we need to get our card situation better. I guess we could do 5, 2. That at least gives us the pairing. And we'll just get lost in the fog since that's more normal. Yeah, that's probably the best. I mean, we could go like this. I think the other way is better, at least for now. Granted, maybe using the blues now is actually a good idea. Yeah. Because then, yeah, we're more likely to get more yellows next. So we can do a full set of yellows now. Okay. So it could be unchangeable. 4, and then we get a 4, 5, 6 going. Okay. And then here, I mean, I guess we got a pretty straight up, so annoying. Like, well, I guess I'd rather have the 3 of a kind, right, than the pair. And we can't quite push through. We can give +2. That would give us... How much stress do we have? Or we could give up. That's always an option. If we go +2, that gives us to 7, which also makes us pair, so that gives us 3 more points. Which would probably knock off, like, bring us down to 20, which we could do. Yeah, let's try it. Oh, 15. Great. Even better. That worries me, because that 3 stars, I think that means we did the best score that we could have. Yikes. You're looking for a person, so it's a surprise when you come face to face with a weird-looking creature. It kind of looks like a person. A bit. More like a tree, really. Some relative to the bush bub, maybe? But more tentacles and slime. Like a tree oozing with goopy sap. With 2 legs. Yuck. Makes a sort of baroo noise at you as you back away. I don't think that was worth it. Yeah, I think maybe I'm learning that perhaps we don't need to push through and try to win absolutely every single challenge. Maybe. Oh, what's this? A yellow flower. Huzzah. Anything else we missed? I don't think so, but granted, if I thought we missed something, we wouldn't have, because I would have picked it up. Okay. Yeah, this is definitely a lot harder than just the outskirts was. Worrying. Alright, so let's go back. This little gazebo is set up as a waiting area for the automated transporters, which trundle back and forth between here and the colony. The sign reads, Autobus Depot, Valley of Vertigo. Attention, air filters mandatory in this zone. Fruit is abundant, but please identify species before harvesting, as some species may object violently. Fauna may behave more aggressively in this area. Always approach wild animals with caution. Let's go home. Yep. I'm back. To perception, to biology.